Well, hey. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30-plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, for August 3rd, 2026, I'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. Yeah, interesting weekend. I can't wait to get into it here shortly. Do I start with that? Yeah, I do start with that. Yeah, when I do these morning shows, I say like video game enthusiast, industry analyst, but hey, and morning, Jam Killex. Good to see you. But you know what? I am proud to also say game developer, and I might have to start doing that. So, again, guys, I've been out of work, so I've had a lot of time on my hands, and I've been, other than applying for work, the work that I am then doing is just building video games. So I have bluegamerproductions.com up and running. When you're on the website, you'll see Reincarnation. That's the one I'm currently working on. I also have the Squadron Saviors linked, Mobile Suit Fleet Battle, and then this other one I'm working on right now called Bloom Blast Cozy Terrarium. What I'm trying to do is, and this is really like a, what do I call this type? This is a game where I'm looking at the App Store. What are the top things people enjoy the most? What's what I'm trying to say, like an atmosphere, a theme, I guess I'm trying to get that people would jive with, and something that's less from like the violent end and more on the chill end. Because then, because my idea is let's make something that's could blow up, could sell on the App Store. But if I'm going to do that, why don't I make sure I make it something that is chill and cool? And that's what this is. And basically, and I've been playing it a bunch right now. It's mainly me trying to do the graphics. That's the hardest part. That's the part that takes the longest. But how it works is it's just typical one of those games where you match the colors. But what you're doing is you're constantly getting different types of seeds and plants, and then you're actually growing different terrariums. It's again, it's supposed to be cozy and chill. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, again, nothing that I would normally spend a lot of time playing myself necessarily, but what if I can tap into that, get an understanding of how that works? Because I think as an industry analyst and game dev, I want to be able to have an understanding of all different types of games. These are usually the ones I would stray away from, I'd push back on. Anyway, thought that'd be interesting. So, yeah, I think I'm in this world now of game development where I went so long as a Microsoft consultant, IT consultant, mainly security, and then going into AI, and then it's like, well, now I'm learning about AI. I'll utilize it for myself. So it's like, I never thought I would ever do this, and I'm kind of scared, especially because no job, and I don't know where this is going to go. I'm putting a lot of time into this, so yeah, this is exciting stuff. So my weekend was spent building the site, building the stuff out. And I actually want to offer services too for people that are interested in getting an idea up as fast as possible, seeing a prototype of an idea that's only been in their head, but not really seen. Yeah. So we'll see how all that goes. Mech Annihilation, that one's going really good. I tried to use the weekend, even though I was building that game, to take a weekend off of Mech Annihilation. That way I can come back fresh perspective, because there's a big change I made in the game. It's kind of like a survivor, like almost. There's more deliberate action to it, but I made it to where it was auto shooting, but you do now press the right trigger to shoot. I think that that seems like it's not a big deal, but I think just adding that next step allows it to feel more tactile for the player. But what I did, though, is add something in the options for Mech Annihilation, that's survivor mode, or Vampire Survivors, survivors mode, where then you don't have to press a button to shoot, it just automatically fires. I thought that would be pretty cool to do. Yeah, so still working on that. I've added, CRT. I wonder if, I got to figure out how to make the screenshots get bigger when you press on it. But anyway, I had to like CRT filter, curvature, and all that. Yeah, so that's going there. So yeah, that's been fun. So yeah, let's go at what I've been playing. And My game time hasn't been as much again because I am making a game, but I don't think that's the only reason. I also think because things that have been out right now have just been kind of chill and not necessarily like capturing me. I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 now that we got the Switch 2 patch out, or Switch 2 version, I should say. And it's interesting how much I'm, seeing content like on X and YouTube of people talking about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as if it is the best one. So that's pretty cool. So far to me, it has been my least favorite. I've only beaten X and Xenoblade Chronicles 1. And they are, I consider them better than 2. 2 just has a clunky menu, and sometimes the story is a little too goofy, but also doing the other type of fan service. It's just a weird, but I shouldn't take it that way on its face value. It's just the cultural expression, and I just need to sit back and enjoy it and chill. And then this other one, the Mouse PI for Hire, that one, I am at the end. I just need to finish it. I would like to finish it. I'm glad I played it too, because I thought I was going to skip this one. I was like, it plays like a boomer shooter, but looks like what, the graphics of Cuphead did, but applying it to this. So I was like, I don't need to play it. But playing it offers me something I expected. And it's just challenging enough. Like, I'll die occasionally. Keeps me on my toes. Sometimes the levels will play like a Doom 2016. It's interesting. I'm glad I played it. It's fun. And then Truxton Extreme. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. But I'm sure I played it yesterday. According to that, it was just on the first. So, Truxton Extreme is really good. It's really just like playing Truxton. It's just the widescreen I thought was weird. Yeah, I was playing it on Stream Friday. The widescreen, it's like, how does this work? But it works. And Digital Foundry did a video on Truxton Extreme. I love that because to me, this is like a more obscure title that I don't think many people are going to be talking about. So I'm so glad Digital Foundry, John Linneman, did a video about it, comparing it to the older Truxtons. And I even remember when I was playing it Friday on stream, I was like, this music sounds familiar. Is this the same music? And yeah, they redid the music and everything, and it sounds really good quality, really good game. The Toplin, the original developer, I wonder if they're still the developer of this. Let me look that up. They've always had really good shmups, and apparently, according to John Linneman, Tatsujin, which is the name of the game in Japan. Master, it means master. I learned all this from John Linneman. Oh yeah, look at this. I have a whole bunch of, Truxton 2. Let's see, I don't have Batskin Saturn Tribute boosted yet. That sounds like something I would need, and I don't even have it in my favorites, so I'm going to hit this for wish list. Okay. But anyway, if you guys like shmups, I recommend Truxton Extreme. I feel like it does a good job playing like a modern shmup. It also has this, I forget what it's called, like heart mode. I think I was playing that, where it's just kind of easy, so you could just play and get an understanding. But then there's the main story, and as you beat story missions, it also unlocks they're not really side missions, but it basically unlocks other missions for other characters, so you have an option, a choice of what to go through. So, you know what? I did not play Exodiac, but I launched it because that's a Godot developed game, and I'm using Godot to develop my game. It's the game engine, and so I was really interested to see, like how it started and how it looked, just considering with my game. Jim Kellex, I've mostly seen people love 1, 3, X, and 4, mostly in that order. 1, 3, and not 2. That's interesting. Because I actually didn't hear anything about 2 myself until when was it? When I was, the rumor of the Switch 2 version of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was announced. I was playing it, and I was like, okay, well, I'll stop. So then I went to this Discord. Niche Quick Pops is the name of the YouTube channel. he covers a lot of Nintendo, but mainly Xenoblade stuff, Monolith stuff. So I went in there to talk, and they were talking about how, yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is rough, but it's the best. And it's like, what? Really? I mean, even for me, even between 1 and X. Oh, you meant to, okay, good. I was about to say 4, we'll get to that when okay, so into mostly in that order. Okay. Yeah, because in my opinion, it's between 1 and X to be the best one. I would lean toward X because of the graphics, the world, the mecha, like that whole thing is amazing. It almost traditionally amazing for me in terms of like a open world action game. But 1 just has that Zelda vibe, Ocarina of Time vibe. For me, there's something about 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 1, that feels like a true sequel to Ocarina of Time. And then 3, I can't wait to get to 3 because I'm always seeing video of it and it looks really good. And then you tried Truxton Extreme. That's really cool. And you thought it felt good too. Good. Yeah, I think so too. I think they really nailed the original old school shmup vibe. So that's really cool. Okay, so that's about it. Let's go real quick to some news. There's not too much. These looked pretty cool, but because this is it's a survival horror action 1980s. That's a lot of cool stuff, right? And looking at it, it's like I'm trying to get, okay, show some action. We have third person shooting. It looked like shooting and then like blocking. You got a power. This is pretty neat. We'll have to wait until it comes out. There's a demo. There is a demo. Let me add this to my wish list and I'll get to the demo later. I mean, I'm not too crazy about the art style with the anime character, but everything else looks pretty interesting. And not in terms of revolutionary or anything, just like, hey, this is a action game doing things you'd expect. So, Anomalith. That's a cool name. What was this other one? Yeah, that wasn't too interesting. Where the B dash to run across small gaps in Mario, that was actually a bug, and they kept it. And it's very interesting reading this more and just the general idea. And this happens all the time. That in game development, sometimes bugs or unintended things will happen, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's part of the game then now. And it's like, wait a minute, that's also an iteration process when you are working with AI. Because, for instance, I'll be working with AI on something, and then, sometimes there'll be something that, no, that's not right. I'll have to tweak it, and it's like, that's not right, but that's interesting. It's like when you're working with someone's looking at your work, and they're like, hey, did this mean that? And you're like, no, but wait a minute, that's actually a good idea. The collaborative aspect, I think a lot of art and stuff benefits from collaboration. I don't think it has to, but I think there's a lot of times where unintended collaboration. Okay, this looked interesting. I didn't get a chance to look at it. Changeable Guardian Estique or Estique. What a name. I want to say I've said those words before. Yeah, it's on my wish list. Wait a minute, this comes out in a couple days? I'm glad I clicked on this. Okay, look at this. Yeah, in 2 days. That is cool. Old school shooter. Nice. Hopefully I'll be able to play it on stream. Rumor Sega apparently has a 2.5D Sonic game in the works for 2027. I would hope so, and I'm excited. 2.5. So, I mean, isn't that just like, some of the maps and Generations, or even, Sonic Colors, or even Superstars, where it's 3D, but on a 2D plane? Which in that case, I don't think you need to say 2.5D. It's either a side-scrolling game or it's a 3D game. I think there's a couple things that we're looking for, and it's the next Sonic Frontiers potentially. Is that how they're going to mainline the 3D Sonics? I don't know. Someone's like, just make Sonic Mania 2. I tell you, like after Superstars, I was so disappointed. I'm so glad they acknowledged they messed that up. So I'm kind of looking forward to what's next. Okay, Super Robot Wars Z2 Ruination Remastered. So this was a 2011 PSP game. Interesting. So here's another example of a PSP game being released. Okay, that okay, clicking that just kind of like froze. All right, well, I'm going to move away from that. Okay, and here's a quick list of games that are come out. Is Beast of Reincarnation really coming out? Like soon? Yeah, in 3 hours? I completely forgot about this. Is this one that is anywhere? I think it is. Beast of Reincarnation. Xbox Play Anywhere. Pre-install coming soon to Game Pass? In 10 hours? So tonight I'll be able to play this on Game Pass. How awesome is that? Well, that's something cool to look forward to. Oh, I guess you guys weren't seeing. I was on my Xbox app. It's Xbox Play Anywhere. So I'll install it later. Well, that's very cool. So a bunch of other stuff on here too, and I haven't really looked at everything. The Division Resurgence, I was about to say, I thought I had this downloaded. I just haven't played it yet. That's the full Steam launch on the 5th, and it's available. Yeah, because I have it on the Kinect, Ubisoft Kinect, but it's saying that's an already available, earlier build. Okay. I do want to play that. I do like the Division combat. Oh my God, we're still in the beginning of the month. 5, 6. Okay, Marvel. So Marvel took on Fighting Souls. The actual release is on the 6th. Wow, that is right around the corner. I feel like that's one I'm going to want to play a lot of. You know, and there's a bunch. Oh, Agent 64. Oh, but that's an early access launch. Not a fan of that. But I have that in my wish list. You know, there is so much Super Mario Sunshine. I'm gonna have to look at this later. That is a lot going on. Are they trying to get everything in before GTA? That's crazy. Okay, here's what I want to do. I've been meaning to put more time into Mouse PI because I'm about to beat it, so I'm actually gonna play it right now. So let me switch screens. And what was I going to say? Yeah, that Beast of Reincarnation on Game Pass. I can't, I'm someone that plays a lot of games across all platforms. So, but for me, the Microsoft ecosystem is constantly delivering. I'm playing, if it's not a brand new game on game, like I've already made up the cost of Game Pass with a lot of that I've played. But then on top of that, Play Anywhere. So if it's a game that wasn't on Game Pass, but Play Anywhere and I bought it, then I can, play it in multiple locations. I don't know. I love how. So this game has a weird bug that I think the developer acknowledged, but they haven't completely fixed it. If you get to the screen and press A, it will initiate a new game and erase your old game. So what you have to do is when I start this menu, I have to press like up or down in order to just have it allow me to then choose. Hearing a weird noise. Let's just get started and see. But anyway, it's weird that the developer hasn't even fixed that, because every time it's on Xbox or PC, I load the game. If you press a button but not a direction, it will ask to start a new game and erase your old one. And it's like, no, back out. like, and I guess I'm sensitive to this stuff now that I'm game developing. I would make it where no, on that main screen, have continue highlighted or load game highlighted, something that doesn't do anything huge or anyway. So I think I just started this level, so I'm not too sure. And there's secrets. There's a lot of secrets, so part of me's trying to look for that. Did I really just jump over this? And is that a dude? No.
Well,
Almost shot a good
if
guy.
it ain't the fun police. Better circle around this bunch.
I have to slip past? Okay. Oh, okay. When they said slip past, I couldn't go in here, but no, I can. I just can't go in there, so. Look, white paint. Oh. It's funny how violent this game gets for being cartoony. There we go. Okay. Well, I guess I didn't really need that because I do have a lot of health. But yeah, most of these boxes you can smash and get things. There's a lot of secrets in this game. So what's kind of cool about it too is if you really felt like kind of just going back and, you know, opens from the other side, huh? And just playing, like, there's always maybe something you can do on a level. And that's what's interesting. It's like, if someone's like, should I play this game? It's like, I don't know. If you want to play something like Doom. Yeah, if you like Doom. Yeah. And it's interesting because, oh, can't go through the fabric here. Just because it's like, the art style itself, oh, is so cool that it's like, I wouldn't know if this game is good beyond its art style, other than because I've played first-person shooter Doom games. I enjoy them. Let's see. Oh, okay. Ah, here we go. Save game real quick. There's a plant right there. There's the key. Backstage key. Okay. Oh, for some reason I thought... Nope. Ah, there we go. Let's see. You got some armor. Guns. Will there be enemies here? Sometimes I look for explosive canisters, and if there's not any, then maybe there's not. But there's a lot of ammo.
My hell.
Whoa. Yeah, because there's like 3 different types of explosive canisters or something like that, and it's like a hazard. And then yeah, you got the sniper. Okay, what I need to do is switch to this so I can. Alright, let me... Shotgun. Oh, what happened? There we go. Oh man, blasting their heads off, it's crazy. This guy up here. There we go.
Quite the spectacle, wasn't it, dear?
You can say that again, hun. Oh, now the whole season's
Secret
ruined, and I was
show,
so
huh?
looking forward to the clowns.
Okay, anything else?
I'll never understand your thing for those bozos.
You can say that again, bub.
Oh, cool. Well, why is it telling me to go here? Not sure. But it's cool how you get some areas like this that are non-combat. It's very few, though. Very few. I mean, it's just enough to break things up.
Mamma mia.
Lots of
I'm
humor. I
never
feel like
gonna
every
financially recover
line of
from
dialogue
this.
is humor.
You the chief around here?
You guys know me.
Man, the money
That would've
we're
went on
gonna sink
forever.
at the cleanup.
I knew he was faking that accent.
Let's see. Another save point. Okay, so it looks like there's multiple objectives I'm gonna come across. Oh, wall jump. Did I just get a new thing? That's cool.
Hey, man, we're not even done down here.
Pretty neat. It's cool that they added that this late in the game, but I mean...
Yes?
And I think
Hey,
you can
I'm,
actually...
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, not much to work with. But everything cracks with the right nudge.
You can actually do things in different orders, so I think you could get some abilities earlier, but then the other levels don't use them, so... Okay.
Ah, it's like finding cheese in a maze.
I didn't.
Hey, you panic.
Not exactly.
So,
Will do, sir.
Alright, so I think I need like 4 of these.
Look at him go.
Let's see any secrets. Oh, nope. Just some dudes working.
See? I told you something was off. Cops all over, and now a PI? Bet it's got something to do with that dame.
What dame?
Third row, the one you were ogling, right up until the elephant dropped on that poor guy. And don't give me that I have a squint BS.
I do have a.
Oh, zip it.
Interesting. Time to check the audience seats.
Thought maybe I could go back that one. Oh. That's right, and there is a double jump, which is pretty handy for a game like this. Okay, I did not nail that. Alright. Okay, so... I don't go back this way, but this can is still here, even though I took a picture of it. Okay. Treasure chest. Oh, here we go. Nice. Ooh, these are fun. Nice.
True-sized.
Oh, and another one.
Used. Just like the ones down at Waller Bay.
Sometimes they can be harder. Not this one, I guess. Nice. Alright. Cheese, please. Thank you. That, don't need that. Okay. But now what? Oh, here we go. Oh, money? That's nice. Yep. Cool. Key? ticket with a note. There's a high-profile leaving my wife immediately. Whoa.
A high-profile meeting. Yeah, can't afford to miss that.
Was he just locked in this room? Okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It is about that time. Let me see if I come across a... Oh yeah, I think there's a typewriter nearby. Oh, warp pipe. Okay. Oh, glad that did it. Okay, back out here, but let me go into the warp pipe. Oh. Just another secret? And a little action figure plushie? That's
They
funny.
said I found my mini-me, but I was still trying to find my meat.
Cool. Alright, yeah, let's head down here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save. Anyway, that's some more of Mouse PI. Again, there's something about it. It's fun to play, but it's not like the most amazing thing. I'm almost surprised I'm playing it, but there's something about it. It's unique, it's different, all that, so. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. That was a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow on Gundam Explained Morning Show. So, until then, have a good one. See y'all.